Hello everyone, welcome to my live video. Good evening, welcome to my live video. Good evening everyone. Good evening, welcome. I don't want what happened to me yesterday to happen to me today. I lost my video. Oh my god, and that is why I'm treating this topic. Don't let them say you've gone against the rules and regulations. Facebook Umbokon. Let's move this away. My other phone looks like a very wide screen. Why this one is very accommodating. Welcome to my live video. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my live video. I welcome everyone. I welcome everyone. I'm just waiting to see if I'm gonna see one or two people, and at the same time I want to quickly share this on my other page. What page is this? Okay, so let me move it from this page to the other one. I'm so sorry for taking your time. Okay, so okay, all right, I've seen it. I need to share it on the other page and go back to my Instagram page. See, oh, still there. Wow, good evening everyone, welcome to my live video. My name is Tina. On this page you're watching from my name is Tina. It's called Solution Center with Tina. I'm so sorry guys, I'm trying to see how I can share on my other pages, you know. Alright, so today's topic, as you can see on my page, is written right there. However, I'm trying to see how I can connect from my other pages. Yeah, so sorry about that. Welcome all of you. Thank you for joining me today. I want to talk about this topic. And the topic is you have two minds, all right? Or how do, okay, you have two minds, and how do, I will do the correction soon. And how do I understand, sorry, how do I understand and control them? The other one, the other topic there, I have about 2, 3, even though it looks like they are the same, but they are not. The other one is, why do I have to follow my mind? And yet sometimes it's wrong. Okay, the last one is, sometimes my instincts lie to me. Okay, do your instincts lie to you sometimes? All right, first of all, I want to welcome everyone. Good evening once again. I would like to introduce my business and talk about my business a little bit, and then I can quickly pick one or two of this topic out of this topic and talk about it. Now, as you all know, on this page, if you're new or this is your first time to view this page, okay, I do abayas, gandoras, fabrics, and some people call it hijab. So yes, and I do hair, all right, wig. Do I sell gold? Yes, I do. So if you want gold and you want me to go right in the market to get for you, that is like a personal shopping, I'll tell you my charges and then we can start from there. All right, I'll go and get you exactly what you want. And if you have a particular store here in UAE where you do your shopping, due to you can fly down or something, you know, best known to you, and you're looking for a reliable person to quickly get you what you want here in UAE, I'm available, and you can contact me via my WhatsApp if you have my WhatsApp. If you don't, you can message me on my messenger. I will just reply back and then give you my WhatsApp number. Okay, my WhatsApp number is everywhere, so you can easily get my WhatsApp number. So I came this morning, I was talking about hair and yes, wig extensions and why you need to make your hair, am I going to say handmade wig is better than a machine wig? I'm not going to say anyone is better than anyone, but the best one, the one I feel is best is the handmade one. And the reason is because if you have to lose it, you don't want it to be a wig anymore. It is very easy. Now, if you make mistake on the handmade one, you can easily lose it and tack it the way you want. It is very flexible, like, you know what I mean. So these are the topic these are the things I talked about this morning today on my Tina Rack page. So if you go to my Tina Rack page, you'll see what I said on the page concerning hair and beauty, you know. So yes, if you go to that page, you will understand what I said this morning, right? And I talked about few of my hair, which I was showing you guys, and I will keep coming every morning. It is love, you know, it is nice seeing some people come to view and then to see what I'm doing on that page. I love it. So every morning I'll come out, I'll talk about my brand, just so I see if anyone can patronize me. Okay, so I'm open for anyone that wants to patronize me, you know. I don't care, just message me and then we'll talk about price in my inbox. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate everyone coming on my page, but I would love you to also engage in my talk show. It is important for you to engage yourself on my page so that we can have good interaction. I don't know who to tag, I don't know how to do this tagging thing, but if you have an idea on how pages work and how I can get a lot of viewers and you know, they will come up here and type and leave comments. I want an interactive session whereby when I'm talking, a lot of people will come and drop their comments, you know. I do appreciate everyone. I don't mind. If you have a way, just let me know. Now, what is what I want to say before I move straight to this topic? So the reason why I treated this topic was because yesterday, I'm going to start with my phone. Okay, one of my other spirit or mind, well, I say we have two minds. I cannot really say, but you have something that talks to you, something that tells you what to do inside of you. Sometimes the stuff will just come up to say, why don't you do this? And you see, once I have this other thought, you know, it looks like I have someone that I'm talking to. It looks like I have physical person I'm talking to. Sometimes I will just reply to someone that I don't see. So it looks like I have something that is following me everywhere. I don't know if it happens to you. So if you manage to watch this video, leave your comment and tell me if you have the same mind. Like you have two people with two mind telling you. Sometimes the mind will be right, sometimes the other mind will, you know, it looks like you should have followed your mind. So it looks like we have two mind controlling us, you know. Now I just want to talk about what happened yesterday on my page here. I was talking, though I missed that video, but I will try and download the video from my Facebook page to my Instagram page back, because the topic was just coming, and the, you know, the advice, the motivational talk was just coming back front. All right, so I was doing my live video on Instagram, and then what happened is, one mind was telling me, try to plug this phone, try to, you know, bring the charger and plug it up so that your phone don't go off. And I was like, no, there is no need. I'm rounding up. And I see myself keep talking. And that inspiration was coming in my mind. You know what I mean? Because when you start talking, and first of all, you don't know what to say. At the end of the day, you have one or two hints, one or two advice on what to say. And then the stuff will just come up, and then you start talking. It's just like this when you're doing presentation. First of all, you don't know how to start. And then all of a sudden, you just pick it up, and then that's it. You don't want to stop. So the phone went off. Just for me to say, all right, take care, thank you very much, bye, and save the video. The phone went off. I was like, oh no, why didn't I follow my instinct? Why didn't I, follow my mind? What is happening? And I lost that video. So, and I had to come and treat this topic, because I was thinking in my mind, what and how did I not follow my mind? And this is not just the first time. This also happened during when I was pregnant. And one spirit will say, why don't you just go and have your test done, just so you know your sugar level. The other one will say, don't worry, just all you need to do is to eat vegetable, and then you will be fine. You know, just like that. At the end of the day, I'll find out that I should have done what my spirit asked me to do. So it's just like you have another body living inside your body. You know what I mean? So it's always like this. Now, how do we control it? How do we understand it? What are our ways? I've just explained it in one or two times here. You know, sometimes you cannot control it, because you just felt that spirit is telling you what not. You felt that spirit is something that is going to put you, you know, telling you something that will put you in trouble. You know, so it's just like that. It's just like that. And you start thinking, what if I do this? What will happen? Sometimes when you're driving, you see a lot of traffic on this particular road. And the next thing your spirit will tell you, why don't you follow this road? And if you don't follow what your spirit tells you to do, the next thing you see on the road is something completely, the road might be free, or it will just be blocked, like you can't move. You know what I mean? So I keep asking myself, why don't I just, sometimes I'll buy something and I'll keep asking, why did I? You know, it looks like it has to do with thinking. To think before you do things. Or is it that we have something inside us that is controlling us? You see a very gentle woman, a very quiet woman, a very lovely woman. And for the past 15 years, you know this woman, she has been so nice. Not knowing that she has other side of her. And this question keep coming. What is the other side of us that we don't know? Am I saying the same thing? Does it look like the other side means the other spirit in you? And then you see some people who say, if you see the other side of her, if you see the other, you know, and I keep asking, does it mean we are one body but in two spirit, in two mind? One body but in two mind, you know? So the ability to control our other mind. Now, I am Tina, and my mind is telling me, don't touch this. If you touch it, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna lose it. And Sometimes it happens to me. When I do that thing, it will happen. Don't touch that breakable plate. If you touch it, it's going to, you know, it's going to be broken, and it will just happen. So sometimes it will not. And sometimes people will say it's your belief, it's your this. I'm just mixing it up together because I don't understand. Does it mean that the mind is just, you have two minds, you have one particular one, your own mind, and you have the other one that is telling you don't do this, and the other one will tell you do it. And then when you do it, maybe positive. When you don't do it, maybe you start regretting. And one thing about me is I don't like to regret things, to be frank with you guys. So if anything happened, I'm using myself as an example now, because it always happened to me, and I always put this in my brain, like, what is going on? Do any other person have this kind of mindset? Does this happen to you? How do you control it? How do you understand it? You know? And the other topic, like I said, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'll just pick one or two topics and then I'll let it go. I'll just say goodbye. And the other one is, why do I have to follow my mind? And yet, sometimes it's wrong. Why do I have to follow my mind and sometimes it's wrong? And when it's wrong, I will just see myself like, what am I doing? Why do I have to? I would like someone to, if I see someone that can summarize this video, I mean, in a very simple way, I don't mind. Just tag me, I'll watch, because I want to understand. Why is it that when you try to follow your mind, it's sometimes it fails you, sometimes it doesn't. Does that make us a woman, or from the beginning of the world, is it like this? Do anyone face something like this? So these are the things I keep asking. Sometimes our mind is always, the second mind, let me not say the first one, like the one we have. The second mind is always not right. Sometimes, you know. And the one I'm talking about, instincts. Okay, the instincts in us. Okay? I believe not just us, other pets, you know, have things like this. Don't attack. Attacker. Don't attack. Attack. And you see some people, when they come to your house, it will not attack you. And some, it will attack. And then you keep wondering. So it's just like human being too. When you just sit down for a very long period of time, maybe 1 year, 2 years, and your instincts keep telling you this is what your husband is doing behind you. And after a few years, you find out that, yeah, your instinct was not even lying in the first place. Mind is different. I feel mind is just a short period of time in a particular thing that you want to do. But I think your instinct keep telling you this is what your husband, partner is doing. You don't want to trust it, because this is not the person you got married to, or this is not the person you've been with for years. So why is he doing that? And then when you just wake up after 2 years, 3 years, you find that that is exactly what he's doing. So that means your instincts have been telling you this for a very long period of time. Sometimes it fails. Why does it fail? I believe they are inside of us. They should be seeing things. I mean, they should be, see things before we human beings. So I'm kind of confused. I don't know if I'm saying one thing at the same time, but I just want to break it down, because I really want to understand.
Can I come in there?
I really want to understand why it always happens. And I believe that it also happened to a lot of people. When you want to do evil, one mind will tell you don't do evil. But sometimes you can plan it for a very long period of time. If you plan it for that means your instinct is telling you, don't do this, until you get yourself involved. And then you find out that what you've done to yourself is seriously wrong. You shouldn't have done it. In this case, what will you do? How will you? Please, if you watch my video, if you come across my video, I don't know who to tag. I would have loved to tag 1 or 2 people, maybe even pastors or something, these ones that I can, I'll tell you, talk to you, and tell you how you can, it maybe overthrow your other mind, or possibly work with your mind. Work with the other mind, or control your other mind, especially when continuously it's telling you something wrong. Your mind can tell you today something will be wrong, the other day something will be wrong, the other day, and 4 times your mind keeps telling you, giving you wrong answer. You don't want to trust that mind anymore, even when it wants to tell you, when that mind wants to tell you the truth.
Can I come in?
You get me? So, yeah, you can come in.
As the speaker said, a brilliant subject, done a very good presentation, in fact, excellent. Now, you have 2 minds, but how do you understand them? So that is what is being explained very well there. What can be said is that we could refer our minds to 2 items, and this may answer a few questions, is that we have the thinking mind and the observation mind, and that's where the 2 minds come in. If your mind is the thinking, who is observing the mind? Well, it's the mind watching over the thinking mind. So there is something in your mind that you're thinking all the time, and the other side of your brain is observing what the thinking part is doing. So your observing mind is watching and thinking mind what it's indulging in, and your thought processes which it is engaged with in your thinking mind. So yes, your brain is split, or your mind is split very easily. So what is really happening is your thinking mind is constantly manufacturing and generating thoughts. Your thinking mind keeps on running. So you're thinking on top of thinking, on top of thinking, on top of thinking. However, your thinking mind does reach its level, and then the observing mind reins in the thinking mind to a sensible level. So when you start looking at how your mind works in the thinking mind and the observation mind, and then you start to plug in something like emotions, such as, how can I stop being angry? Sadness, fear, happiness. So you get to these elements of emotions, and your thinking mind is taking you in one direction, and your observing mind is monitoring what your thinking mind is doing, because your thinking mind generates much faster than your observation mind, but your observation mind is the one who will rein in eventually your thinking mind. The trick is not to fuse emotions as they arise. And the reason why I say that is, instead of your thinking mind says, I am angry, it should say, I feel angry. Yes, you may be angry, but you feel angry. It may say, I am sad, but your observation mind will trigger, I feel sadness. There are different ways of what is your emotions can be expressed. I feel fear. So you may be fearful. So you've got to have a look at what is happening between the thinking mind generating you down one path, which is actually not productive, but your observation mind is reining in some of your thoughts. So, as you say, you may be angry. I am angry today. In fact, you feel angry, which is different. So you are balancing your observation mind is balancing your thoughts. One thing about it, emotions are not a choice. We must remember all of us have got emotions, but behaviour is. And the thinking mind and the observations mind gives us that balance that we can look at our behaviour. Yes, I am angry, but you may say, I feel angry. So your observation mind redirects your thinking mind. So it's something how the mind works. As the speaker said, she highlighted it very clearly. The other thing is, how do you act despite yourself? So if you're dealing with failure, being afraid, rejection, what do? Your observation mind says, just deal with it. If your thinking mind comes into play, then your thought process will send you in another direction into your emotions, and then I'm a failure, so you start getting angry, for instance, or you're afraid, so the fear steps in. So effectively, don't let your thinking mind control you. Diffuse your emotions. In other words, do what you feel and act despite the fear and what your thinking mind is saying. You need to drive yourself to do something to get yourself diffused with your thinking mind. So the other thing is to make a separate separation between your emotions and your identity. Your emotions can affect your identity, so be careful, because your thinking mind is taking you down one direction. So you've got to look at what is the impact is my thinking mind taking me, because then you start to express yourself. And effectively, don't be a slave to your thinking mind. That is really the essence of it. So what you've got to do is start identifying with these thoughts and acknowledge them. Because some of the behaviours you cannot, they're with you, they're born with you, your environment you're brought up, they're with you. So you've got to control the way you are. We all produce excuses, negative emotions, which are a natural product of being a human, and we're all humans, and we should accept that. But don't let your thinking mind control this. Diffuse them with your observation mind. And that's when you start looking at I'm thinking this way, but something tells me that I should have done something else, as the speaker said, which is absolutely correct. The problem is you may feel that you've got to take focus. The more you focus on the emotion, the more powerful it becomes. So it generates the thinking mind. So be very careful when you start to focus that your thinking mind is going to go, let's say, haywire, and you escalate when you didn't have to escalate. But your observation mind is trying to pull it back in to make it sensible. As we said in the beginning, it's that I am angry, but instead I feel angry. So it pulls you in. So separating the observation mind from your thinking mind, it really is an habit. This is the solution. This is one of the things you've got to do to control your thinking mind, because we don't want to be get into a state where you think you are you're having some mental thoughts which are not you. So to control it, you've got to get into a habit. It takes time, practice, and become less of a slave to your thinking mind, because that's the first thing what's going to react. It will react first. Your observation mind is just looking what you are doing, and then eventually it will rein you in, maybe in 1 hour, 1 week, 1 month, but it will rein you in eventually. So the observation mind is really important to control your thinking mind. So one of the things you've got to do is to have the self-discipline and acting despite whatever the mental problems you have, then you become an objective thinker. And that's where you've got to, aim for, is to get both the thinking mind and the objective mind. Can you have them in parallel? Probably never. But you can step back a little bit and give your observation mind time to catch up with your thinking mind, because the thinking mind is running 1,000 miles an hour and your observation mind is much slower, but it will rein you in. And that's what happens eventually. We all know it by ourselves, because we say things and then we calm down and think, well, really, should I have done that action? Should I have said that word? So that's what happens. So the speaker is correct. We do have two minds. We have a thinking mind and observation mind. And from that, work on the habits to try and control your thinking mind and let your observation mind take, a better view of the situation. And you can do this through habits, but it's, every day think about how you can do it. I want to do this, but this is telling me no. And there's a reason for that, because your mind is split between thinking and observation. Thank you.
All right, in one word, we have thinking mind and observation mind. All right, so that means we have two minds. Is that what you're saying? Is that correct?
Correct, yes. So your mind is split.
You have thinking mind and observation mind. So which one is observing and the other one is thinking? Okay, yeah, is that what you said?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so but how do we control these minds, especially when the mind is telling us to do something that we are not supposed to do?
Well, again, what you have to do is work on it. Make it an habit to try and step back, get into not reacting immediately, look at what you need to do, and let your observation mind catch up with your thinking mind. And when they are fused together, then you'll come up with the right action, what you should have taken. Your thinking mind saying, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. But it's actually the other side of your mind is not catching up to balance what that one-way system is. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There's two sides. So get one side to catch up speed with your thinking mind. Your thinking mind will always be faster.
Always be faster. But so you mean we should try to slow it down when it's very fast, so that we don't to reduce the action?
Correct, because at the end of the day, that becomes one of the habits to control your thinking mind, because your observation mind is going to give you a better answer with your thinking mind together.
All right, so because and there is something I'm going to put up on my page, but I'm not going to say it out here, and this is my weakness, honestly. Yes, so I'm going to put it out there. I'm learning here, because I don't know how to control myself. So sometimes when I see myself not doing faster than my mind, and maybe my mind has said don't do this, maybe my mind has told me not to, and eventually if I do, sometimes I just don't like what I did. So I'm using myself as an example. I don't know what other people are going through, if they are going through the same thing. But even if it's after this video, you can inbox me, and yes, I want to learn. I want to learn how you can control your mind, so that your mind don't push you to something that you're not supposed to do. And I would like to put this on my Tina Rag page. How do you even forgive people? Because I really want to learn that bit. And I know that so many people will love this thing about me. how do you forgive? Because I don't know how to forgive people. That is the truth. I'm saying it right now. I don't know how to forgive, because before people will come and start saying, oh, look at what she's saying, she don't know. That is the truth. That is who I am. I don't know how to forgive people. I just move away from you and stay away from forever, you know. But that doesn't mean we will not be in good time. It just depends. I don't know how to pretend. You know, I just stay away completely. So this particular topic is also talking to me directly, not just my viewers. But if you happen to come to my page, please share my video. Let me even tell Patience to share. Kindly share. Kindly share this video so that people will learn. You understand? A lot of people don't understand. And I know my husband is like this. Whenever he's wrong, I just don't know how to let go. Like, I let go, but I don't know forgiveness. I don't understand that word. I understand the word, but I don't know how to apply it, you know. So me, I'm just like that. So I'll write it out on my thing without no shame. I'll put it out. Maybe somebody can come up to tell me or advise me, or maybe someone can say, okay, let me start consoling you, or try to start talking to you in person. Like that, I'll see help, and then I will understand what it means, and maybe I'll follow the right way. I'm not perfect, and that is why I asked this question. Why is it that when you don't follow your mind, and majority of the time your mind is telling you, don't do this, and you do it, and then at the end of the day you start, I don't want to use the word regret, because I don't do things that I regret. Or probably, yes, you might be right, your mind might be even right, okay, but to the person that you have done it to, it is wrong. You understand? So I'm going to put it out and see what people will come up with, and then we can talk about it, we can analyze it and see what the other page will be, hopefully. All right, so thank you all for joining me today. I really do appreciate you all. I don't have much to say. It's just what keep happening to me. I have to bring it out. I have no shame, just so other people can, you know, maybe they have the same mind just like I do. Then I keep asking myself, do we have two minds? I don't understand, until my speaker right now come up to say, yes, we do have two minds. We have the first mind, right?
The thinking mind
and the observation mind. So, which I'm yet to even make research about, because I just felt everything that is going on in me happened to other women, other human beings. Okay, some people, they are very good when it comes to thinking. They think, slow down before they take action. But myself is quite different. When I see that this is not working, I just carry out what my second thought is telling me. I know I have two minds. Like, I don't know how to say, but that is how it is. That is, I don't know. Or probably we have two minds as human beings. So I like this topic to go viral. I like to hear from other people. I like to watch other people talk about it. If we have two minds, if there is anything that has to, you know, if there is any name or anything that we can say, or will I say, I'm trying to get a good right word. I'm trying to get the right word for this. Do we have good mind? Do we truly have good mind? Do we truly have two minds? I want to know. Because I know there is one particular one I speak to, like, it looks like I'm just here. And then I was okay, let me just put this soap on my body. And the other mind will tell me, no, don't do that. No, just put it like this. So I don't know if it happens to other people or just imagination. I don't know. So my speaker has already cleared it up to say, yes, we do have two minds. One is observation mind, right? And the other one is thinking mind. So thank you very much, my speaker. I do appreciate you. One day people will see your face, and then we can start doing the video together. And probably you are the one behind my video. Facebook is saying you are not the rightful owner of the video. Because, you know, Facebook, I know that this one is Oyibo, and me, I'm not Oyibo. Please manage my grammar. I cannot form my accent because this is me. You know, I'm real. I'm just real. I'm just too real, you know. And yes. So maybe that is why I got that message. This is how I run my show on this page. And if there is any topic that I don't understand, if I see anyone that treats the topic, I will follow you right straight up so that I can learn from other people. I think that's what I will be doing. I'll start following people so that, you know, I'll keep learning and learning and learning and learning and learn more, you know. And that is why I'm on social media. I'm on social media to learn something positive, you know. The more I watch, the more I learn, the more I pick what is mine and what is not. So I won't come up here to come and start saying what I'm not. No. All right. I'll put it on my Facebook page before I go to bed tonight. And I'll also put it on the other page. I need advice. I need help. So I will put it out and see what people will come up and advise me. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all. I share people. I sell hair. I sell abaya. I sell fabric. Is it merchant? Merchant. They call it, but I just generally call it fabrics. Okay, I'm too funny. Merchant. Is it? What's your city in UK? Manchester. Don't mind me. I'm joking. I'm cracking joke. All right. Thank you all. Bye for now. Stay blessed. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. It's Friday night. I'm so happy. Watch out for my British dinner tomorrow. I'm gonna make a beautiful dinner tomorrow. So watch out for this page. I don't know if I'm going to go on Tinarag, and we can do British dinner and sauce together. Bye for now and stay blessed. Bye bye.